Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. It's Miss Theresa from the Ridgewood Library. Let's begin our story time today with our hello song. Okay, get ready to clap your hands. Hello everybody, yes indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed. Hello everybody, yes indeed, yes indeed, my darling. Hooray! So today we are going to be celebrating all the special people in our lives. Moms, grandmothers, nannies, sisters, aunts, uncles, dads, brothers, anyone who's really special. That's what our stories are all about today. Okay? So let's begin with our first book by one of my favorite authors and someone that we all love in the children's room at the Ridgewood Library, and this is Todd Parr. And this book is The Family Book. Some families are big, some families are small. Some families are the same color. Some families are different colors. All families like to hug each other. Some families live near each other. Some families live far from each other. Near and far. Some families look alike. Some families look like their pets. All families are sad when they lose someone they love. Some families have a stepmom or a stepdad and stepsisters or stepbrothers. Some families adopt children. Some families have two moms or two dads. Some families have one parent instead of two. All families like to celebrate special days together. It looks like a big birthday celebration for that family. Some families eat the same things. Some families eat different things. Some families like to be quiet. Some families like to be noisy. A woo! A woo! A woo! Some families like to be clean. Some families like to be messy. Some families live in a house by themselves. Some families share a house with other families. All families can help each other be strong. There are lots of different ways to be a family. Your family is special, no matter what kind it is. Love, Todd. Yay, that's a beautiful message from Todd Parr. Hooray! Good job. Okay, so now we're going to do a song, and it's to the tune of 10 Little Indians. First, we're going to do it with our hands, and then I'm going to do it with my scarves. And then I made little signs up with hearts on them, a pink one and a red one. And you can do this too, okay, at home with a spoon, or 2 spoons rather, or you could hold up a sign that you make, or you could do it with maybe your favorite stuffed animals, okay? So, and first time we'll do wave with one hand. Okay, we're gonna wave our hands. Then I'm going to wave my scarves and then my signs, okay? So it goes like this. Wave with one hand, then the other, okay? Just like that. So let's begin, but first we'll do it with our hands. Okay, here we go. Wave with one hand, then the other. Wave with one hand, then the other. Wave with one hand, then the other. Wave them way up high. Okay, now we're going to do it with our scarves. Okay, so grab something if you can. Wave with one hand, then the other. Wave with one hand, then the other. Wave with one hand, then the other. Wave them way up high. Okay, now I'm going to do it with my special signs. Wave with one hand, then the other. Wave with one hand, then the other. Wave with one hand, then the other. Wave them way up high. Yay! First I put them next to my heart. Yay! I hope you like that song. You can do it at home. It's very simple, okay? Maybe you'll try it later. Have fun with it. And our second book today is A Mother for Choco by Piku Kaza. This is a very special story too. Choco was a little bird who lived all alone. He wished he had a mother, but who could his mother be? One day he set off to find her. First, Choco met Mrs. Giraffe. "Oh, Mrs. Giraffe," he cried, "you are yellow just like me. Are you my mother?" "I'm sorry," sighed Mrs. Giraffe, "but I don't have wings like you." Next, Choco met Mrs. Penguin. "Oh, Mrs. Penguin," he cried, "you have wings just like me. Are you my mother?" "I'm sorry," sighed Mrs. Penguin, "but I don't have big round cheeks like you." Then Choco met Mrs. Walrus. "Oh, Mrs. Walrus," he cried, "you have big round cheeks just like me. Are you my mother?" "Now look," grumped Mrs. Walrus, "I don't have striped feet like you, so don't bother me." No matter where Choco searched, he couldn't find a mother who looked just like him. When Choco saw Mrs. Bear picking apples, he knew she couldn't be his mother. Mrs. Bear didn't look like him at all. There she is. She's picking apples. Choco was so sad he started to cry. "Mommy, Mommy, I need a mommy." Mrs. Bear came running to see what was the matter. As she listened to Choco's story, she sighed, "Oh dear, if you had a mommy, what would she do?" "Oh, I'm sure she would hold me," sobbed Choco. "Like this?" said Mrs. Bear, and she held Choco very tight. "Yes, and I'm sure she would kiss me too," said Choco. "Like this?" said Mrs. Bear, and she lifted Choco and gave him a big kiss. Let's give Choco a big kiss. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Mwah! There's a kiss for Choco. "Yes, and I'm sure she would sing and dance with me to cheer me up," said Choco. "Like this?" said Mrs. Bear. And they sang and danced together. When they stopped to rest, Mrs. Bear turned to Choco and said, "Choco, maybe I could be your mother." "You?" Choco cried. But you aren't yellow, and you don't have wings, or big round cheeks, or striped feet like me. My goodness, said Mrs. Bear. That would make me look very funny. Choco thought it was funny too. Well, said Mrs. Bear, my other children are waiting for me at home. Why don't you join us for apple pie, Choco? Apple pie sounded wonderful to Choco, so off they went. When they arrived, Mrs. Bear's other children rushed out to greet her. Choco, said Mrs. Bear, meet Hippie, Allie, and Piggy. I am their mother too. The sweet smell of apple pie and the sound of laughter soon filled Mrs. Bear's home. After their delicious treat, Mrs. Bear gave all her children a big warm bear hug, and Choco was very happy that his new mommy looked just the way she did. Oh, yay! That's another beautiful, sweet story. I hope you enjoyed our stories today. Let's just end with a big wave goodbye and a special kiss for all the special people in our lives. And this is what my message is today. Spread love to everyone you know. Yay! See you real soon back at the library. Bye-bye. Enjoy your day.